So, come on into the recreational vehicle that is the Bears in Trees hangout spot. Hi, I'm Ian from Bears in Trees. We're touring the United States of America with Noahfinnce at the moment, and we're just going to do a quick tour of our recreational vehicle, RV for short. Over here we have where our driver drives. I would drive, but I don't have a valid driving license, and also I'm terrified. And I'll sometimes sit here if I'm feeling chatty. So this is where me and Callum sleep. You can fit at least 4 people up here, we've checked. And it's quite comfy, except you get rocked, you get rocked to sleep slightly by the beautiful mixology of our driver here. We've got Callum, we've both got our own blankets, because 2 blankets are better than 1. And Callum's glows in the dark. These are these lovely calming stars that we see for every constellation every night.
My favorite thing about this bed, there's a little cubby hole, so I have like some things in there, but also on the top I have my little charging pad, book to read. This is what I'm reading at the moment. It's called Crying in a H Mark by Michelle Zorna. She's the lead singer of Japanese Breakfast. I have some clothes, sun cream, gotta stay safe in this heat, switch for when it's boring and you need something to do on tour, and some bedtime, nighttime snacking chocolate. This
is a beautiful TV. We found it's only really usable if you sit here. Everywhere else the color balance is all off. We did use it to watch How to Train Your Dragon, which was a wonderful experience. Yeah, this whole area looks quite small right now, but we can make the whole thing expand if we're not parked in a road as we are currently. There's a bed here. This becomes a bed, but kind of fucked it. It's back. Super simple. Mike, our tour manager, sleeps here. Every night he has to take it out and bed it, and then take the bedding off and put it back, because we're divas, and we're not giving up our bed to him, unfortunately. Up here, this is where we keep all of our fan gifts. So people give us drawings of us, and this person painted one of our EP on this vinyl. On the other side is our album. Someone made a little fact sheet. We've got a Furby sticker. These are all Heartstopper stickers, which is a TV show that we should really be on the soundtrack of. Cabinets is all just our clothing, and this cool guy that someone made for us. It looks, this guy who someone made for us. Oat milk coffee. Nick can tell you more about oat milk coffee.
Oat milk is the best kind of milk to put in coffee. Any disagreement is heard by me, but is not registered.
Good. Over here we have our kitchen area. This is where we chop. This is where we wash. This is actually a charging pad, which is very good because I forgot to bring an American plug. So, haha! Anyway, this is a air fryer here. This is one of Callum's best purchases of all time. Before in vans, in bandwagons, we've been restricted to microwaves. Now we have a hob that we're all way too terrified to use. And George told us that if we're not careful, we might lean back and then twist in a really fun way and turn it on by accident. So we've got to be careful with that one. And then we've got a microwave oven down here, which again, gets very little use when we've got this air fryer. Air fryers for the win. Over here we've got a fridge freezer with a little note that I've put in. We had an issue very early on where people would take water bottles out because we don't have consistent drinking water. Take a water bottle out, drink a little bit, put it down, and then we would have 20 in one day. So mark your water bottles, people. That goes to you, Nick, specifically. In here we've got rosé from our rider. We've got some yerba mate, which our label manager Jake, or our label person Jake, gave us from Counterintuitive. I didn't realise this was caffeinated. So I had a whole one, then 2 cups of coffee, and then I had the most productive day and then the best nap of my life. In here we've got some tangerines, we've got blueberries, we've got leftover pizza, we've got supplies for burritos, White Claws, water. We've got everything you could possibly need. Then, in the freezer, you've got all the air fryer material. This is for, and also ice cream. Don't put ice cream in an air fryer unless you want melted ice cream. So yeah, there we go, fridge freezer. We sometimes find fun notices around, and only if it's deemed okay by us, we'll take them for the van. So this one's a Christmas filming notice. There are like 100 around this RV at the moment. Apparently they're filming a Christmas movie in April. Don't know why. It seems way too hot, but Chicago weather, am I right? And then over here, someone from the Ohio venue gave this to me. I didn't take it. They do apparently need people to know this. This blows my little British mind, ultimately. What's up? What's up? Anyway, moving on. This is where Nick and George sleeps. George is up here.
I'm playing Switch. I'm playing Stardew Valley, just tending to my farm. It's nice to sit in my bunk and do this when we have time. This is my lovely space bedding. It's got little planets and ships and stars on it. It's the most grown-up bedding we could find in Walmart for very cheap. The worst thing about this bunk, actually the two worst things, it gets very warm at night. Secondly, there's no power out there. So we bought some extension cables that run from all the way over there, all the way around into our bunks, just to make it a little bit more homely. Now I can charge all my things whilst sleeping.
Hello and welcome to my bunk. There is one very specific thing I want to talk about regarding this bunk. Whenever we start driving, I have no idea what happens with like where the wheels or the generator or whatever is moving in conjunction with this bunk. But when I get into it, there's like a wave of static electricity and it like lights up the entire bunk. And these guys out here didn't believe me at first. They didn't believe what was happening to me. I woke up and I thought I had superpowers. So then I showed them at night when it was all dark and everyone saw it.
Yeah.
And everyone knows I'm not lying about being electric in that regard.
And this is where the magic happens. The bathroom. This is the toilet, no pooping. This is our sink and our medicine cabinet with my Factor 75 sun cream because I'm incredibly ginger and we're going to Arizona. And this is our shower. Now, up until a couple days ago, we did not have hot water, which was in some ways freeing because it allowed us to feel what our hunter-gatherer ancestors felt in waterfalls and such, where they would turn the waterfall on for 30 seconds, get freezing cold water, turn it off, and that's how they would have to wash. But yeah, this is the bathroom. Again, no pooping. And back here we have the bedroom of our driver, so we can make lots and lots and lots of noise, and he is not disturbed in the daytime when he is asleep. Oh, there's one cool thing back here though. In this drawer specifically, we have, someone made us like stained glass versions of our album covers and references to songs, which is like super amazing and deserves some recognition. So yeah, I love when people make things inspired by our efforts to also make things. So that's how it is.
Thank you for checking out RRV. We are a band from South London called Bears and Trees. Our new EP, new-ish as of end of last year, is called Every Moonbeam, Every Fever Dream, and it is out now.
We also have new music coming at some point probably.
Hell yeah.
New music scene like every local band ever.
We also have a song with Noahfinnce that we haven't mentioned at all.
Oh yeah, that's an important one.
Yeah, Bears and Trees x Noahfinnce or Noahfinnce x Bears and Trees. No point pretending. The air conditioning has just come on because we are getting hot in here.